So what I was talking about with the hustle aspect of pro wrestling. So I really like Dynamite. I don't know. You'll give your Meltzer rating at the end of the show, but I thought this episode of Dynamite was very good. And, I thought it delivered. But Tony Khan made a tweet beforehand that got a lot of eyebrows raised and got a lot of wrestling Twitter so bitching in a lot of ways. So this is what he wrote. Tonight, we have a great lineup for AEW Dynamite. Live on TNT at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, 7 p.m. Central. For the rest of 2020, AEW will keep delivering great matches on Wednesday nights. And there are massive surprises ahead. Please join us on TNT tonight. The balance of power in wrestling will shift tonight. So, we saw what happened on Dynamite. I wouldn't necessarily say from a literal perspective we saw the power shift. But I thought it was a good show. We did get surprises. Marcus, you take exception to Tony Khan's tweet there.
Not necessarily. I mean, this is like that's some old school wrestling stuff, isn't it? Where you kind of you make it out to be more than what it actually could truly deliver. Now, obviously, you do that enough, and people are going to say, "I'm not interested in tuning in anymore."
Right.
So it obviously is bad business, but. He had some weird out where he was like, no, I just meant like, the direction we're headed in or whatever stupid shit he said.
Honestly, to that tweet, he kind of says that in that tweet itself. Like, yeah. He says, for the rest of 2020, AEW will keep delivering great matches on Wednesday nights. Plus, there are massive surprises ahead. Not all at once. It's not going to happen just tonight. Now, I will say that we didn't see the power shift, but it's almost like, the strands are thrown out there already, where we're going to get some of that stuff. Like and even from even a kayfabe perspective, we got the power shift, so to speak, happening. We'll talk about this. Kenny Omega had to take a flight to go somewhere. Where is he going on a flight? Who's he talking to? On the phone, all this stuff. So from a kayfabe perspective, and the thing is like, and I went on Twitter and I got in a healthy debate with a bunch of people on Twitter about this, was that like WWE has false advertised matches week in and week out, falsely promoted segments that never happened on Raw. Like, this has been a constant thing during this time where Vince would rip the script up an hour beforehand and just throw something at the wall that he wants. So, but Tony Khan here makes this statement or tweet and gets lambasted for it in regards to a business that was birthed off of carnival grounds. So I'm with you too, that this cannot be a ongoing thing where you promise stuff and then maybe you necessarily under-deliver or something. But I think in the context of right now, it's kind of still all right, but it's ultimately the fans' choice of what they want to do. So if you want to keep tuning in and watching, you're going to do that. If you take exception to what Tony Khan tweeted, then don't watch if you're that upset about it. But, man, it's pro wrestling. And it kind of got me grinning because I kind of like that aspect of, hey, that's the promoter's work. It
is. And yeah, like I said, I don't really see a problem with it. Let's not do it every week or anything, but I'm sure it gave him a little jump in the ratings and,